Good evening. I'd like to call the City of North Augusta City Council meeting for July the 15th, 2024 to order. It's good to see everybody. Thank you all for being here. You're welcome to join me in prayer. Dear God, we continue to ask for your guidance. We ask that you will give us discernment to make the best decisions for the citizens of North Augusta. We ask for your blessings as we strive to honor you in our roles as elected officials. Amen. And if you're able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance. Okay, we'll have roll call item 3, starting from my left.
David McGee.
Pat Carpenter.
Britton Williams.
Jennifer McCauley.
David Buck.
Kevin Toole.
Great. Okay. Item 4, approval of minutes. Are there any corrections, deletions, or additions to the regular city council meeting minutes of July the 1st, 2024, the study session minutes of July the 8th, 2024? Hear none, they stand approved as distributed. Thank you. All right. I'm going to ask fine young gentleman to come forward. Mr. Shane Thompson, if you will meet me down front, and council, I'd like y'all to stand behind me because I want y'all to be able to shake his hand when we go through this. We don't do this very often. Got your suit on?
Yes, sir. Dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah, well, y'all can take a seat right here. No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And wait till I read it and give it to you, then you can shake their hands. Okay, I may change my mind.
Wait till I read it. Then you can shake their hands.
I'll say something about Shane in a minute. I'm just going to jump right in. This is a proclamation for a Good Samaritan, and so I'm going to just read it. Whereas on Wednesday, May the 29th, 2024, City of North Augusta public safety officers were dispatched to an emergency situation in the Savannah River behind Hammond Hill subdivision, North Augusta, in which a subject could be heard yelling in the Savannah River near an island surrounded by rocks that he needed help. And whereas our officers of the North Augusta Public Safety Department were able to locate the stuck kayaker utilizing a drone, and due to you, Shane, already being on a boat in the river, you immediately went to the location but weren't able to access the victim from the boat. And whereas you recognized the urgency of the situation and risked your life by exiting your boat and transversed through the river where you were able to free him from where he was trapped. And whereas you were able to load him into your boat, return him to shore so that he could be taken to a local hospital to ensure he received immediate medical attention and care. And whereas the city of North Augusta is blessed to have such a thoughtful, caring, and compassionate citizen who was not afraid to risk life, literally, and limb to come to the aid of a citizen. Now, therefore, I, Britton S. Williams, on behalf of the citizens of the city of North Augusta, with sincere, heartfelt gratitude, do hereby recognize and honor Shane Thompson and call upon all citizens of the city of North Augusta, South Carolina, to express their appreciation to Mr. Thompson for his selfless act of heroism, in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand to cause the seal of the city of North Augusta, South Carolina will be affixed this 15th day of July 2024. I tell you, what I love about Shane besides this is a guy who is getting invested in our community. He is finding ways to be involved, not just saving people, but literally finding organizations, finding projects, finding passionate things that he can have an impact in. And you're doing that, my friend. That's what, to me, is so incredible. So, on behalf of the City Council, we're proud of your brother, and thank you for what you do.
Okay. No, not really. It's you're funny. No, I'm thinking about. Yeah. Okay. No, it's cool. I do appreciate this. You know, I've told the story many times, so some of you guys have heard it. But I imagine that most people around here, this is a good city, a good town, and with wonderful citizens. And I think that if anybody else was out there at the right moment, you would have done the same thing. It was. I certainly jumped in a boat, thought that I could reach him at the boat, but while you're that deep in the situation and you realize that it's going to take a little bit more. It wasn't my plan in the beginning, but it quickly changed. Appreciate this. It was a very spooky situation. Supposedly, there's some drone footage out there that I would love to see at some point of me tumbling down the river. Word is it's out there, but I haven't had a chance to view it yet. Thank you guys for this.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we're going to move into old business, item 6.
All right, we're gonna move into old business, item 6.
Planning Development Ordinance Number 2024-15, amending Article 5, Use and Use Conditions of the North Augusta Development Code, Chapter 18 of the City of North Augusta, South Carolina Code of Ordinances, second reading. Do I have a motion to approve this ordinance on second reading?
So moved.
All right, so Ms. McCauley, Carpenter, thank you.
Development Code, Chapter 18.
I feel like this has been on for a long time, but anything you want to share about this, Ms. Clifford?
Just as a reminder for council and our citizens, this is to amend our code to allow some of our partners to operate in public spaces, so notably the Arts and Heritage Center downstairs and also our Chamber of Commerce and the Community Center. It's a broader umbrella than that, but those are the two in particular we wanted to make sure we covered with this action. This has been discussed through multiple study sessions in the previous council meeting, and so our recommendation remains the same, to seek approval for this resolution.
Are there any citizen comments? In council discussion?
Partners to operate in public
Here none, I ask for a
spaces,
vote. All in favor?
Heritage,
That is
Center
unanimous.
downstairs, and also our Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, item 7, Planning and Development. Ordinance number 2024-16 to amend the zoning map of the City of North Augusta, South Carolina by rezoning plus or minus 0.25 acre of land owned by Brigham Limited Partnership, Aiken County Tax Parcel Number 007-16-04-00T, 2, from R10 Medium Lot Single Family Residential to GC General Commercial, second reading. Do I have a motion to approve this ordinance on second reading? All right, Mr. Buck, is there a second? Ms. Carpenter, thank you. Likewise on this, anything you want to add to this, Mr. Clifford?
Just in very simple terms, Mr. Mayor and Council, this is to allow for a Take 5 oil change establishment to be there on the corner of Atomic and Martintown Road. And so one of the parcels that faces Martintown is already Zone GC. This is for the adjoining parcel, so they can fill out both lots together to put the business there to make this general commercial. And as with our previous recommendation, we'd request the City Council approve this action.
Are there any citizen comments? Any council discussion?
That lot is currently empty, right?
Oh, yeah, so Wesley, we had that old store there, so it's going to be nice to finally have a nice
Yeah, I thought so.
structure. Good commercial, we're excited about that. All right, no other discussion, I'll ask for a vote, all in favor? That's unanimous.
Commercial, and as with our previous
Right,
recommendation, we did request the City Council approve this. Are there any citizen comments? Any council discussion?
new business administration, resolution number 2024-29 to authorize the city to execute and or consent to a partial assignment and assumption of rights and obligations under Master Development Agreement, a partial assignment and assumption of rights and obligations under Development Inducement Agreement, and an amended and restated Master Parking Facilities Operating and Easement Agreement joinder. Do I have a motion to approve this resolution? All right, Ms. Carpenter, we're staying busy tonight. Is there a second?
Second.
That is. All right, now anything you'd like to share about this, Ms. Clifford or Kelly? Either one.
Mr. Mayor and Council, what you have before you, and this fills up most of the packet, and there's a lot of information in there about this particular resolution. But this is a follow-up to the council actions that occurred back in March and April. And if you recall, there were 6 key documents that the City Council approved to allow us to move forward with the Riverside Village with a new partner, South City. And so the original documents were done with the ability to change the rights over from Greenstone to this new partner, South City Partners. And so what you have before you is essentially assigning those rights for parcels C, K, G, and H, the 4 parcels that were in question for the apartments and the retail that we're talking about for South City to do this. And this is a requirement in order for South City to conduct a land purchase from Greenstone. So this is the final council action that's before you that would allow South City to move forward. I don't have a date for you today on the transaction purchase, but I'll certainly relay that to council when that's known to us. But ultimately, we support having the transfer of these properties from Greenstone to South City because we believe that's the best chance that we have at this point in time to move the village forward. And I brought our outside counsel, Joe Lucas. So if there were any specific technical questions you had about the resolution and the documents therein, that between he and Kelly's ear, we could give you a full and unencumbered answer.
Thank you very much.
A lot
Any
of
citizen
information
comments?
in there about this particular resolution.
Any council discussion, any questions for Joe or Jim or Kelly? Yeah, everybody good? All right, here none. I'll ask for a vote. All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you. Item 9, Administration Resolution Number 2024-30 to designate a hearing officer to hear appeals related to the issuance, denial, or suspension of a business license by the licensed official for the city. Such appeals would be related to Section 15-16 Municipal Code for the City of North Augusta. Do I have a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
All right. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, Mr. Collins. Ms. Clifford, you want to share anything about this?
I'll take a stab at this, although this is a Kelly Zero product. And so ultimately, the city council had previously approved a short-term appointment for a hearing officer for business licenses. I would tell you that we did not hear any cases during that period of time. But as Kelly and I discussed this, looking in the future, having somebody that's available for us through an annual basis would be a good choice. And that way we don't have to come to you for an emergency council meeting to get somebody appointed. And so this would cover us for a longer period of time. And then ultimately, I can see this as a potential renewal, every calendar year coming forward if we would need that. So Kelly, if there's anything else you'd like to add for the document that's there, but that's ultimately what we're trying to achieve.
Well, you've covered it fine.
Okay, very good. Any citizen comments?
A short-term appointment.
Any council discussion?
Yeah, one
questions?
question.
Pat?
Is this person who, if he's not needed,
But as Kelly and I
we
discussed.
still pay him and then
Future, having somebody that's.
We pay him when he chooses. Yeah.
but he's on calls.
Well, he has agreed that he would do that if we need.
Cover us for
Good
a
question.
longer period of
Okay,
time.
very good.
And
Any other council discussion? All right, I'll ask for a vote. All in favor? That's unanimous.
Kelly, if there's anything else you'd like to add?
Okay, any administrative reports?
I have none at this time, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, all right, item 11, presentation, communications, recognition of visitors. This is the time when citizens may speak to mayor and council on any matters not listed on the agenda. So we got a few citizens out there. Anybody, if y'all need to come in front of us, this is the time to do it. Okay, then just got a couple of announcements. I just want to let everybody know there will not be a meeting next week. So our next city council meeting will be a study session on July the 29th. Okay, so no meeting next week, meeting on the 29th. Just a couple of recognition. Public Safety Officer Adam Bone was promoted to D-Shift Corporal. And Public Safety Officer Medgar Patton was promoted to Traffic Corporal. That's great for both of them. Let y'all know there we will have the ribbon cutting ceremony for the adaptive kayak launcher and handicap parking spaces at Beck Park is going to be this Tuesday, Tuesday following week of July the 23rd at 10 o'clock. Okay. Everybody know there will not be a meeting next week. Anything else here we need to so our next city council meeting will be Thursday will be next week, July the 20th. Downtown. And then, I don't know, Pat, anything you know we need to say about the Somerville Park? Just a couple of recognition.
Yes, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, Summerfield Park. We have gone together with Chief Johnson and the cat team. We packed today 100 and 30-some, or 120 book bags. We're giving away book supplies to children. We're going to have pelicans. The fire truck will be there for a splashdown, which seems like we're going to need it, 101 weather. And let's see. Oh, another group is feeding us. So I was telling Junior today, everything we've done at Somerville Park has been paid for by citizens in this town. They have stepped up to the plate and took over. And so it's going to be a big night if anybody wants to come.
That's the key point, citizens, not the city, citizens. Very good.
Well,
And I tell you what's great
yeah.
about what Pat is, she is an example, quite frankly, what we need more of in this community is that she is finding citizens that are passionate about something and getting them to get involved.
And let me say, I forgot one biggie, Walmart. The policemen, our CAT team, they went to Walmart, and it's unreal, the supplies that we had when we walked in today. So Walmart donated all supplies to go in the book bags. And then some private citizens gave money for some of the book bags. So like I said, this has been a free gift, but I appreciate all these citizens stepping up to the plate and doing it for
We
us.
appreciate your leadership on that. And the community action team, again, that's what this was started about. Our officers to get out in the community, meet people, be a part of it. And this is another example. Last thing I did want to say, I saw this, public safety posted this, I want to read it, it's great. Sergeant David Griffin on 41 years of service. Sergeant Griffin, he's the longest actively serving public safety officer. That is incredible. And he's the one we talked about several weeks ago. He was inducted in the South Carolina State Firefighter Association Hall of Fame. So, Sergeant Griffin, thank you for that. So, with that being said, we stand adjourned. Thank y'all for being here.